Good day to all my subscribers and active Nigerian citizens. Thank you for joining me once again. This is Naija Unfiltered with Charlie. Here we talk about politics as I affect the lives of Nigerians on a daily basis. I would like to start by saying a big apology to you for the delay in production. It has not been so easy. School and work has been taking my time. But quickly, let's jump on the political news that has been trending for a while now. P2B defection, Wike crying up and down and all that. And let's quickly... Yes, we saw that coming. We warned Nyesom Wike. I would say he was one of those people that put a nail in P2B's coffin in the 2023 election. Yeah, because nobody saw what he did coming, right? And apart from, yes, he was a card carrying member of the PDP, but he worked for the opposition. Yes, Nyesom Wike was that petty in the last election, and that he was compensated. Minister, not a good position, if I must say. Yeah, but he felt that the whole bromance would continue. But there is one thing I know about politicians, and that is there is no honor among thieves. Yes. He played his own role at the time when he felt like if he does it, he will be favored in the long run. And right now, he has just been pushed aside, yes, used and dumped, and he's crying like a jilted boyfriend. It is quite sad. Let's quickly watch. I want to give a breakdown of how the whole thing played out. This video is a video. Let's watch a video of Wike when he was the governor of Rivers State, where he talked about godfatherism. Then we'll come back and analyze how he's playing it today.
There's nothing you can do about it. Even when you have spent 8 years in office, that you continue to superintend, to say who becomes who, whatever, in Rivers State. Somebody say me. It may happen in Lagos State, but it will not happen in Rivers. We are quite different. It will not happen here. As a governor, I will come and go. I can't stop it. I must come and go. All the came and left. You never have that saying that you will do this, you will not do that. The day my tenure, by the grace of God, ends, I go. That's how God wants it. But see, when you are in a position to think that what's happening in Lagos State, you will do it here, it may be difficult. You cannot continue to say you must be a godfather of the state. That's the problem. It's not possible. Today I live here in the name of Almighty God. I have no business to say, what must I produce? Why? What am I hiding? The people of the state should be able to say, this is who they want to produce.
Now, that was Nyesom Wike, where he talked about how he detested godfatherism at the time because he felt like, it did not favor him. And right now, he's in that same position, trying to impose that same thing on Sim Fubara. But the good thing is, the APC, which he sacrificed so much for, and at the end of the day, would end his political career, have just let him lose. The presidency, where he did the whole drama for. In a rally in Enugu State, Shetima made a comment. Yes, it was to the people of Enugu, but it was an indirect shot to Nyesom Wike, where he said the governor of the state is the highest card carrying member of that state, which is what we all know politically. But Nyesom Wike wanted to turn it around. He even made... Quickly, let's watch the video so that you would have an insight then. We'll come back and discuss it.
Want to warmly welcome you to the APC. And as far as the APC convention and constitution, the governor is the leader of the party in the state. Your Excellency, you are now the leader of the APC family in Enugu State. I am the Vice President But the leader of the APC in Borno is Professor Babagana Umara Zulum. The president of the Senate is the number 3 citizen. The leader of the party in Akwa Ibom State is Governor Umo Eno. The Speaker of the House of Representatives is the number 4 citizen. But the leader of the party in Kaduna State is Senator Ubasani, the governor of Kaduna State. We are one family tied to a common destiny.
He talked about himself. He talked about the Senate president. He talked about even House of Reps, the Speaker of the House of Reps, Tajuddin. So indirectly, they are telling Nyesom Wike, and then there's a current fight with Nyesom Wike and the APC secretary. They are telling him that, bros, you are not among us. Sim played a very, very big chess move. Yes, they might be when he had a problem with Sim fubara earlier, where the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu intervened. There were certain things that were agreed upon, but it has all been flaunted, and that is why we are seeing Wike cry right now, because the agreement that they had in that meeting was that Sim was going to do only one tenor, because Wike felt like Sim was not loyal enough. But Sim, as the chess master, quickly played the first one on Wike. I would show you a video right now that is quite funny. Because what Wike uses most times is toggery. We say enyendeba, and all that. Right now, we have to tell Wike to melembe, mayo. All those songs where they sing, it has come back to. They say the chicken has come back to roost. Of this. Let's quickly watch this video and then we'll come back and talk about
it. You know, be God, though. I don't like for you.
So that was let's call it gyration. Yes, that was gyration from certain groups. Let's not brand them. Certain group in River State. They say, now governor, now minister, you know be governor. So they are sending a clear warning to Nyesom Wike. They will end him politically. And I think that will be the greatest political point in this 2026/2027 election, both campaign season and the main election. So we have a lot to enjoy. I can't wait. Because all the APC officials are aligning with Sim fubara. We've seen Datti Ahmed. We've seen Dave Umahi. We've seen even Nuhu Ribadu, the National Security Advisor. All of them. And all these things, they rattle Nyesom Wike. He never knew that where he sacrificed so much, for they were going to jilt him this way. But that is one good thing, because Nyesom Wike played so dirty in the last election. He played so dirty, and then came back to bite him. Let's quickly move. We can't dwell in Nyesom Wike's matter for so long. Another person right now that a lot of us felt like he was the backbone of Peter Obi in the last election. Talking about Professor Datti Ahmed, the former House of Reps and Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the Labour Party vice presidential candidate in the last election. He has come out to make a certain statement that I felt like he shouldn't have, knowing the relationship he had with Peter Obi and how far Peter Obi was able to go with him in the last election. Yes, I understand that politics, it's about interest, but you never burn bridges. Quickly listen to what he said, because he has just made it known that he is going to be coming out for or vying for the position of the presidency in the Labour Party. Listen to what he had to say.
And while some heeded my calls, others took offense and proceeded to defect. No regrets to me for this role, however, as a leader in this fight. In this defection case, neither my humble self nor the Labour Party are the aggressors. A group of political travelers welcomed in 2022 with a presidential ticket continued with their journey. Simple. This is a fact to keep in mind in anticipation of the ever-ready hostile online attitudes.
For me, calling Peter Obi a political traveler, I think that was overboard. There were better adjectives to use there. I understand that he might be angry that Peter Obi left, but I'm certain with the kind of person Peter Obi is, he must have spoken to Datti about it. And again, let us analyze the last election. Datti is a good person. Datti has a clean slate, no doubt. But what did Datti bring to the table is one question that begs for an answer. The election we're going to go into 2027 is going to be dirty. The days of clean politics has gone. The APC don't play fair. So you have to be ruthless. And the question is, can Datti do that for you? That is a fine gentleman. Peter Obi is a fine gentleman. Cold and cold, no work. We need person with a pull fire. And Datti couldn't do that. He might be a good administrator. But when it comes to that fire that Labour Party needs, he could not deliver that. Not saying that he was not a good person. Peter Obi was already cold. Datti was cold as well. And so that was one of the major problems they had. But let me bring to Datti's notice. Calling Peter Obi a political traveler, when you yourself, so far, you've been in 4 parties, almost similar with Peter Obi. In 2002 to 2008, you were the ANPP, where he was the House of Rep member. Yes, no doubt. He went to CPC from 2010 to 2012. That was when he was the senator for a short span. He was in the PDP from 2012 to 2022. Went to the Labour Party, and he will still move because politics is a game of interest. So bringing that jab of political journeyman, political travel man, was the card that he shouldn't have played. Because we know the circumstances that made Peter Obi move. And he was the last man to move, which meant he was trying to ensure every other thing was right before making that move again. We knew why Peter Obi left the PDP for the Labour Party. So it was not a favorable move. He left the PDP for the Labour Party because of the primaries were done in a very callous manner. And he said, no, I can't go about bribing people, delegates. And that was why he made the move to the Labour Party. And he has also left the Labour Party now because there is a need for force to be, for us to gather force to remove the incumbent president. So that's it. It is, I expected more from him, but the game is the game. Politics, like they say, there is no permanent friend and there's no permanent enemy. So I think that's why we'll be joining cutting for this production. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you again next time, guys. Thank you.